The English power is near. Led on by Malcolm, his uncle Stuart, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them. For their dear causes, would to the bleeding and the grim alarm excite the mortified man. Hello everyone, and welcome to True Hollywood Story. I'm your host, Tom Middleton. Tonight, we bring you the story of a young man whose breathtaking reading in his high school English class won him a role in the Academy Award-winning motion picture, Macbeth. So, without any further ado, we bring you Marc Dumais and his voice coach, Scotty Bowen. Welcome, Marc and Scotty. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Hi.
Thanks for having us. First off, I have to ask you, Marc, what was your inspiration for Mencius' famous voice?
Well, Tom, as inspiration for Mencius' voice,
Yes.
I tried to think of a half-drunken Scotsman who was choking on a cocktail wiener.
And may I just say, you did so beautifully. Now, it's my understanding that when you first started tinkering with Mencius' voice, it was a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Took a lot of training to get him into game shape.
Approaching to give it your best, and you've got to reach your prime. That's when you need to put yourself to the test and show us the passage of time. We're gonna need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage. Show a lot of things happening at once. Remind everyone of what's going on. And with every shot, show a little improvement. To show it all would take too long. That's called a montage. Girl, we want a montage. And anything if you want to go from just a beginner to a pro, you need a montage. Even Rocky had a montage. Anything if you want to go from just a beginner to a pro, you need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage. Always fade out in a montage. If you fade out, it seems like more time has passed in a montage. Montage.
But I think it's safe to say I pulled my act together in the film. Yes, your performance was masterful. Now, it's been brought to my attention that you had some rocky relationships with some of the other characters. Could you elaborate? Yeah, I think it's pretty well known that Macbeth and I didn't always see eye to eye quite, early on during shooting. He did some stuff that I thought he regretted. I thought he felt guilty about it. But, I later recognized that he had suppressed that guilt, which is unfortunate. True. Not a lot of people know this, but Macbeth is a fairly ambitious fellow. I would say that he'd get carried away sometimes. He was trying to cut me down a lot of times to move himself up on set and in front of the director, and it was really detrimental to me. Yes. And
it's also my understanding that you had some issues with Lady Macbeth. Well, you know, it's funny with those guys, you know, the way they act on the outside never truly reveals how they
Sorry, continue.
Anyway, I'm saying it never truly reveals how they feel on the inside. I noticed that as well. And Lady Macbeth was no exception. She would often manipulate myself and others to get her way around set. And I don't necessarily think that she was evil, per se. I think she just got kind of carried away.